Yeah, now it's not muted. Yeah, NGD.
Okay, it's good.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, hello and
Okay,
welcome to NGD lecture.
hello. Hey.
Yeah, my settings are
Okay.
not for like this channel, so like that was weird. But okay, yeah, let's start again. Yes, hello
Yeah, yeah.
everyone,
Okay, good.
welcome.
Yeah. So today, yeah, is our review lecture, and we are gonna talk about the three games that hasn't been reviewed yet. And so those three games are in turn. Is the first game is Underbird with sequel, and the second game is Run On with Healthy Alex, and the third one is Kopio Wastava with sequel. Yeah, so those are the three games we're going to talk about today. And
Yeah.
basically, it is pretty good that the three games actually, I think in general, they have a one similar topic, and that actually make this lecture relatively easy. So we can actually concentrate on that one topic.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yes.
okay, for now, let's enter the game because, yeah, we have a relatively limited time. So the first game is Endelbert with sequel. Okay. Okay. And the opening, nothing special. Yeah, so it's a pretty peaceful one. Yeah, everything's good. This move may not necessarily be ideal, and because here, this one is a relatively strong shape. So if black play, I would recommend black to withdraw a line, and probably if I play black, I will play low. Yeah, let's say if I'm gonna play on this side, but I don't think it's a big deal.
So something like
Okay.
R9.
Yeah, something like R9 will be probably the spot I would, yeah, I would play. But I think if you play around here, it's possible because here white still have this kind of move, but it's a little bit far, so it's not that easy for white to control. So like, for example, black might actually consider this way to separate. So this way and this way, it looks ugly because it is a splitting shape. But if in case if top side may not be a problem here, so black actually separate white in this way. In other words, this connection is not perfect. But when black do like this, and this kind of connection is perfect, yeah, you can not really do anything on this connection.
Yeah.
All right, okay, but yeah, I don't think this is this is a big problem. Okay, and starting from around here, we enter the main part of the game. White play this attachment. I wouldn't say it's a big problem, but if I were white and I'm gonna do something against this corner, okay, here we can put some zones here. So bottom side is one zone, right side is a second zone, center is a third zone. I let's say here consider this whole board situation as I can see A is supposed to be the biggest one, but C is a close second. It's mainly because black has that two space extension on the left side, so that doesn't necessarily make the center area potentially, yeah, let's say if we think about it, it probably will not gonna expand to be anything too big. Yeah, but it's probably that area is, yeah, that in the area still looks big and is kind of at least for now far away from the two space extension. So I would say that is a close second. And around the B area, as I have mentioned, there's S10, so I wouldn't consider B as my top choice. Okay, but still, I wouldn't say that is the most important thing because yeah, later we're gonna see about that. It is important. We do something, we concentrate on doing that, rather than I want to do this and then later I want to do another thing and then I want to do another thing. Yeah, okay, yeah. We are talking. Yeah, we also see what I mean here. Attachment, and because of this reasoning, as I have mentioned, so right side is not that important, but center and bottom are. So to black, black should have answered this one. So in the game, black defend the corner. So you give white access to the center. So yeah, this answer probably is a little bit passive. Yeah, so here we want to actually honey and, for example, connect to help the bottom. You can see now the bottom is already harder to invade, and also center is not that easy to enter.
In this case, my plan was just to make a mess, Seiko says.
But the math requires a logic. Okay, I will show. I mean, the math you have made is not very. Okay, I will show about that because here you attach. At this point, logical way is what just jump. So basically, if you remember earlier, the situation was like this. Maybe we say B and C area is not as big as A, but like this, white kind of take away both, and black only has the bottom, and the bottom is flat. So like this, white should be more than happy already. Yeah. So in the game, white play this attachment. Yeah. So it's a little bit contradictory to the first attachment, just saying. But I still wouldn't say that's a big problem, because on the right side it's just one exchange, and that exchange is almost in any case white game. Okay. And black played this honey, and once again, yeah, this kind of normally one stone attacks the other one. We normally suppose not to tanuki, and you should consider honey or nobi. This is something I guess I have kept talking about for several times already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So normally do not tanuki. This honey is considered as tanuki. Okay. So but from white perspective, you attack him, he didn't answer, then you just continue. That's natural, right? So you settle a group at the bottom, and the bottom is actually the biggest area. Actually, white is pretty happy like this. So white played another attachment. And this time black honey is correct. And white crosscut. I mean, like this, it could be, okay, so I'm not gonna take that area. Instead, I'm gonna take the, let's say the area around J3, J4, that area, possible. But then it equals to, I attach here. He didn't answer me, but I let that stone die. So it's kind of like, I supposed to gain there, but I don't want it. Yeah. So yeah, this is the problem. If you say, okay, let's change a little bit. Assuming black promise this crosscut will happen and he will gonna do this. If black has not been there at P4, this might be a possibility. Again, this might be a possibility because like this, this exchange, at least in that area, white has nothing to benefit from.
Yeah, that's the thing with attachments. Seiko says I can see Mikko approves because yeah, I guess against Seiko I played a game in a game evening, and like I also was attaching a lot. But the thing with attachment is that it makes your opponent to answer, and like forces the situation to go like you are telling. At least you hope so. So you're attaching and using those weaknesses like for your advantage. But like if black doesn't answer here, that's that's like you didn't use that like forcing. The meaning of attachment is that your opponent answers.
Yeah.
Because it would be so beneficial for you, for example, to play P2 here. So that's why if your opponent doesn't answer, you should take advantage.
Yeah. So here, yeah, this kind of honey can already supply you the I shape around at the bottom to settle the group and also reduce black this corner in which black already spent so many moves. So this is and I wanted you should definitely take. So yeah, I'm not sure if Android is here, and that is the reasoning. That attachment as black you cannot tanuki from that. This honey is considered as tanuki. Yeah. Okay. I guess about this one we are clear. So in the game, it comes to this. This doesn't look right. Yeah, because that attachment stone, very likely you wouldn't get anything from that. But okay, if we talk about it further, at the same time, it's not necessarily like those exchange white has lost anything. Because here, A and B exchange, white cannot possibly lose anything. C and D exchange, unlikely white has lost anything, or at least white didn't really lose too much. Because initially A stone can run towards the center, now C stone can run towards the center. So basically it's same or similar. So yeah, you can hardly say those exchange white has lost anything. It's just that white didn't really benefit. Okay. So next white did the Atari. Yeah, the difficult part is actually here. How can white manage the shape? The shape part is pretty difficult. In the game, white played this shape. Okay, I have to say this Atari is unbearable, and black should do that right away. Because here white has a stone, here, which means this stone you can't let black capture. If that is captured, then A stone is basically useless. But if you connect, as you can see the shape. Once again, I want to emphasize, shape is above intention. We have talked about this many times already. Shape is above intention. This is one of the top rules there we should follow. Yeah. So I guess probably we have to connect. If you tell me I like this, I don't think I necessarily like this, but it's okay. Because here white did get to invade the bottom, but with a price, because actually black this area become very, very strong. High and strong.
So at
and
least now, if black Haneko K2, you won't play H3.
Yes, exactly. Here, this exchange is definitely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the moment when Tiger will say, I have given my best to give pressure on that F3 stone. You did, but the shape is wrong. And so your intention is secondary. Yeah. So from black perspective, black has no reason to skip this Atari. Yeah. sorry to mention that because black did. Yeah. Okay, and then we need to talk about this Sun invasion here. So potentially the bottom is actually this shape. Unless white spend a move at K2, probably white should do that very soon since black didn't do that. But normally at the bottom we see it as this kind of shape, which actually means white, this chair shape is not alive yet. Okay, and then we have territory concern. That is A area, if A stone is captured, that is some white territory. This area, if white takes the corner, that's also white some territory. Okay, so basically black is actually facing to a choice. Do I want to take A and give, I save A and give white B, or the other way around? And remember, in the middle game, groups are our first consideration. You can see here, basically, yeah, I'm not sure if you notice, I'm basically repeating to you about, hey, here we have those articles written in law, and remember, this is a law. I'm basically keep reminding you, this is a law, and you just need to follow the law. You follow the law, you're gonna benefit from that. You disobey the law, you'll be punished. Maybe in a certain game, let's say you get away with it, but for long term, you'll be punished. So here, because of this, the A and B, what is our choice? We have to save A, right? Yeah, locally here, we have to say, yeah, save A here. Globally, you may say, okay, this fight, is that really good to me? And that is my reasoning. I say, actually, it's neither. Let's take care of this one first and see what action in that area. But if you say A and B, I save one, it's definitely A. You have no reason to actually take the corner and, sorry, yeah, that's not the order. This one is probably simple, but it's simple for white, because white, that bottom shape is definitely safe now. So you both get some territory, but white is safe at the same time, which basically means white gets some extra for free. So this Sun evasion is actually a big problem here, and because it disobeys in the middle game, groups are our first consideration. Yeah, okay. Mikko, please remind me if there's anyone who asks any question. Okay. Yeah, I'm concentrating on the board. Okay, and then white played this move. You know, this move, if you say, okay, I'm trying to take benefit from L4 stone. Yeah, but the thing here is, once again, we have a stone here at A. You take advantage in that way, it's as if you don't have a stone at A. Normally, even if you do not have a stone at A, here we have that L4 stone. Many people will gonna consider, I'm gonna run out. And then, yeah, your center 2 stone is not alive yet. And here we do have A. You don't want to think about, for example, if you want to run this stone, this one, and jump, and next move aiming at this cut. I guess you do want to think about this, right? So this is supposed to be the way you benefit from that cutting point, and you can benefit a lot from that. And so in the game, it's just this one, and so the opponent actually get to capture this stone. We're going to talk about this more soon. So at least that O3 stone is pretty embarrassed, right? Okay. Okay, Yeah, and okay, talking about this move. So soon we're gonna see why this move is inaccurate, because in the game white did this one, black can only go back. At least white get to seal black in. Yeah, so that's a consequence, and that is why early at the first moment I already showed black this turn. White can still seal black in, but the white shape itself will be much thinner. Okay. And in the game, black cut here, so black want to benefit from this cutting point. Yeah, that is understandable. Yeah, this is probably fine, and this is fine. And so, yeah, black here, the logic is clear. Black benefit from those cutting stones instantly to take care of the left side. And to me, this is fine. Okay. And also black get another benefit, which is important. That is potentially he will gonna get this honey instead of normally in this shape, it is white sent to get the honey. Yeah, so that is actually an end game benefit. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this is basically the first part of the game. Yeah, we should talk about. In general, in this bottom fight, let's say both sides made some yeah, let's say made some big mistakes. So here I would say the situation is still roughly even, and we can let's say we can move on and see, because this game will be decided later. Okay. This one is a local big move, but this exchange is probably not ideal considering the right side structure. So I wouldn't recommend black to make this. Make an exchange like this.
Yeah, that's not fair.
And this one, I guess I should tolerate this one because here, once again, if white get, for example, a stone around here, then this stone will be isolated. So red side is more than just a territory. So I would recommend to black to defend. But then from this sense, so you know why I wouldn't really recommend this exchange. Yeah. Probably. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kato is never played. Yeah. Yeah, it's just it is. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's small. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, no, K2 is actually small, but yeah, okay, we will see about that. Yeah. And actually here, white turn is probably also not very big. Because this is actually about the center. Okay. And now black Atari. Okay. So yeah, this is actually something I want to talk about. Black actually Atari almost at the worst timing.
Yeah.
Because this is basically the moment we say white is definitely gonna ignore it, right?
Yeah.
And why white answer is beyond my understanding. Yeah, this is the moment where we say white should definitely ignore it. Yeah, so
I struggle with this kind of. Sego says, I struggle with this kind of position where nothing is weak.
Well, a lot of many people has this kind of problem. But I hope you notice, okay, at least this move to me is fine. This move to me is not my top choice. But if you say you're gonna lose again because of that, I also don't think so, because this move values in comparison to, for example, okay, if white black push here, then actually black does have some center potential. Yeah, around there, and also it helps for black this stone. So your that move, maybe not the biggest, but at the same time, it's not a big problem. So in this kind of situation, everything is solid, as long as you just keep playing some big moves. As you can see, normally you can just move on, and normally you wouldn't lose a game because you play something relatively smaller, because the game is normally not really decided there. So I don't think you should worry about that. But this connection, we should worry about it, because this is basically like you throw a move away or close to that. Yeah. Okay. And black honey is probably also not the biggest. I still recommend black just answer here. I can understand black doesn't want to answer, but black probably should answer here. Okay. And here, what black did is actually to make this area as territory. So we know that once again, let's say here we are about to enter the mid, to finish the end, the middle game and come to the end game. But even we come to the end game, center area is considered as the smallest. The biggest area is normally on the side and the corner, normally on the second line. And once again, I'm here announcing the rules or the laws. Yeah. So
Yeah, you
yeah,
have to use
black
so
this
many
honey and double
moves.
honey, yeah, it's not really a good choice here.
Yeah.
Especially here, it's a wrong shape, so to let white separate. Okay, and so this one, okay, this one is a similar kind of mistake, but it's actually even bigger than the one earlier because we know that this card and this Atari still exist. What black did is I'm playing a ladder breaker in order to take care of that area while I'm reducing white center territory. The problem is this is not sustainable. So this is basically like today I'm going to work hard. I actually work overnight in order to earn more money. I do that one night. Can I? Yes. The second night I keep doing it. Can I? Well, maybe. The third night you still keep doing that. Well, I guess you are not far away from hospital. Yeah, this is basically the consequence here. So normally here, yeah, we recommend you, if you are sick, take care of yourself. Rest. Do not work too hard. Because that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one. Yeah, sorry.
Definitely not 1.0.
Yeah.
In that terms.
Yeah, that's one. And the second, with talking here about 1.0, this one is about the center territory. Unless the black say, by this move, I have the intention to save those two, and then that has something to do with white, this group. But I don't think, because they are too far, so I don't think black, this move, the intention is to try to actually save those two stones there. So then this is just about center territory. As we have talked about it earlier, center territory is not the biggest at this stage of the game. Okay. Yeah, so white basically play this jump to make sure those two stones cannot run and also stretch the left side group a little bit. To me, this move is fine. And black in the game play the peep and this one, so just to reduce the center territory. Okay, but yeah, at least this one is sunny. White, this move is a bit problematic, we'll see soon. This one, because here, white basically created he himself a cutting point. And in which he cannot even care about, because white need to go back there. Yeah, so this move is a bit problematic because of this. So initially, white is actually at a pure attacking position if white just simply defend. And in the game, after all those exchange, white has some problem he himself need to worry about. Okay, and then we come to the next important one in this game. In the game, black cut. Okay, I don't mind you cut, but I hope black recognize this cut itself is dummy. If you cut, you say, next I'm gonna attack white, I can benefit from that. I invest a dummy and then I attack and I benefit from that. So it's not dummy. I actually gain. Fine. You'd better make sure you are attacking. Because if you are not attacking, then actually this move is just a dummy. Yeah. So this, I mean, if we say to attack those two stones, is that impossible? Not really, but it's not easy. Because actually there's a lot of space here for white around that area, and also black has that kind of I don't know how to call it, this kind of big triangle that is still under attack. So it's not easy. So I would recommend here black use that cutting point to take care of himself. If we can force white to connect in dummy, and black is actually playing the let's say the move that helps for his group, that is already black benefit. Yeah. Okay, Secret cannot remember what happens. I will show you. Okay. Yeah, so white Tanuki at this moment is definitely not recommended. Because here we are actually in a battle between A and B. This is actually a moment we say who will gonna be advantage between the two groups. Until Tanuki, you don't worry about, for example, black come over to you. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, so there are two groups fighting each other, and they are right next to each other. You either attack him or you take care of yourself. That's normal. Yeah. Yeah, once again here, I'm basically announcing the laws or the rule here. Okay. But yeah, black didn't do that. Black answered. Well, when black answered is a smaller problem. Still, I thought if that exchange is a game, because now this stone totally cannot run. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, still white is playing away from the two stones there, and you should definitely play around the two. Yeah, around the two stones there. The funny thing is, black is kind of playing away from that area too. So actually, both sides supposed to play around the two stones. And finally, white get the right spot. And finally, white get the right direction. Yeah. So at this moment, you can see earlier, black plays the card. He's not really attacking white. White is very fine here. Yeah. And also here, earlier, this ladder breaker theory is also punished. White get that stone, and the black center is purely under attack. While black left side is not completely alive yet. At this point, we say white is leading the game. Yeah. And black still runs, yes. Okay, and white here is playing pretty actively to attack the left side, and white shape is strong in the center, so sure white has the right to do that.
By the way, 1 minute to the next game. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I noticed. I'm already intentionally accelerating. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, but the thing here is, so here, I hope white recognize that you actually suffer some loss in the corner. Okay, that is fine. And this part, I personally do not think this is necessary around this area. To me, white just defend this one, let black run. Then I hope you notice on the right side, white has this kind of very far shape. If white take care of that, to me, white wins. So white doesn't really need to actually do anything further. Okay. Yeah, so here white is actually trying hard to still attack. Possible, but probably unnecessary. And in the game, I have to say black reaction is a bit funny because here you can see double honey and black play here. Black can accept the center group is eventually captured, but black cannot accept not to answer that shape because then black guaranteed to lose the game. Okay. And Atari here and Atari here, so white basically keep consolidating the top side. And in any case, black has to run. I'm saying in any case. The stone really cannot be Panuki because black is, to me, black is already behind. And this happens, basically the game should be over here.
Yeah.
The game should be over here. But Mikko has reminded me about the time. I still have to continue here. I will try to accelerate, but I still have to continue here because the game is not over here. It should be over here. Yeah. Okay, so this one probably in this case white should jump, so to prevent black to actually squeeze it, because here center area is far more valuable. Yeah, okay, but yeah, like this, first white should definitely peep, no doubt. But the second, those two stones are way too small. I guess white probably overlooked the right side problem, and there's something to fix. As soon as white fixes, this game is basically over. Yeah, in the game, white refused to fix it and just take those two stones there, and it comes to this problem. You miss it. Yeah. So yeah, this is actually a problem, and now let's say we have to face to some complication. I think here white can live on the right side like this, but yeah, there's some complication you have to face too. So in the game, white chose the simple way. The simple way means this. Yeah, this is the reasoning I have to continue here. Yeah, but you can see here, after that tiger shape is captured, that's actually black suddenly has increased 15, 20 points. So it's suddenly unclear. Yeah. Luckily, yeah, let's say after that, if I remember correctly, nothing too much has happened. And yeah, I will try to accelerate a bit. Yeah, so just yeah, here white benefit a little bit from the end game there. And black play this. I guess it's right to say pass. Yeah, this is what I have to mention. Black might worry about his safety, but you worry about your safety, connect the two groups. This is definitely safe. Black doesn't need to actually play here. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, after that, I don't think there's a many story, and white still managed to win the game in the end. So yeah, so yeah, it's but it's a pretty risky as for here. You can see white missed this one. Suddenly white lost that much on the red side. Yeah. So yeah, this is yeah, we may say this is what the problem. But we can see here, yeah, let's say this early game is actually yeah, this, or let's say this middle game is actually the important part here. We can see actually you can, let's say when you follow the rules in Go, you're gonna benefit from that. When you say, yes, I know, but you'll be punished. You'll be punished for sure. So let's say there are some rules we kept reminding our viewers about, okay, in your game, and this is something you should follow, and please notice, please try to follow it. You may occasionally lose something, but in general, you will be the one who benefit from that. I hope that's clear. Okay, if that's clear, I guess yeah, Mikko has reminded me, and I'm gonna jump to the next one. Yeah, all right. Please try to think as this is a bad shape. This is a bad shape. Bad shape is not right, and actually, you will only occasionally be wrong. Very occasionally be wrong, and even if you are wrong, I can tell you that shouldn't really affect the result of the game. But when you say, I played the bad shape, I think this time it should be correct. When it happened to be right, you're right. Even it happens to be right, it wouldn't really make you win the game. In case it happened to be wrong, you can lose a game because of that. So you don't really want to bet on that. Okay, I'm gonna jump to the second game, and so Mikko can actually type the players.
Yeah. You rather lose a game with good shape than win the game with bad shape, right?
Yeah. It's similar to I'm obeying the law all the time, and occasionally I fail to benefit. Possible, but the far majority of the time you will benefit. And to those who just say, "I disobey the law," one day you'll be caught. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the second game here. Yeah. Let's look at the second game. So this second game, white play the double Sansa here. So white played those kind of yeah, these kind of low shapes here. So white is actually going for all territorial at the start. Yeah, I don't understand why white pushed it twice here, but I don't think it's a big deal. Okay. Yeah, probably this one considered left side shape. Sorry, considered left side shape. I would recommend black play hard. So next move jump is easier. Okay. Yeah, but again pushed twice. Okay, but I don't think black should block on this side. Yeah, black still should not be, because this is the head of 3 stones here. Head of 2 stones is bad. Head of 3 stones is easier, but not bad. Yeah, it is still bad. So we normally do not want to actually give this kind of shape to the opponent. If you say, well, I do not like the fact like this, for example, white came out here, I don't get the territory. Then from the very start, black probably do not want to shoulder. Instead, for example, you do this one, then you get some territory. Easy. Yeah, but this one is wrong shape. And here about this corner, in the game black connect, normally in this kind of corner, you know that when you connect, the opponent definitely wouldn't answer. So this is already kind of like a common knowledge or a doseki that this corner, if we play with tiger, so the opponent will need to answer, then we get the next move. Yeah, so this is our way to get Sunday from here in this kind of corner. Yeah, black connect, of course, white wouldn't answer, but white plays the tiger. White doesn't need to defend that cutting point. White cannot be. Okay. Okay. This early game looks pretty easy for white, at least so far. Yeah. Okay, so black shoulder. Black shoulder, please remember here in this kind of shape, the shoulder doesn't necessarily have a good connection with the left side. So if you want to keep a good connection with the left side, this move you should jump. And then white wedge. And here you kind of maintain the connection like this. And it is still not completely connected. Basically, in case if white does this, most likely black will Novi and just keep it like this. So you can see black get those moves. The major intention is not to enlarge the left, rather to reduce white bottom while getting some influence in the center. So that's actually the meaning of this shoulder. And I think in the game, black intention is to reduce the bottom while enlarge the left side. And that is why this kind of shape, yeah, so normally here black should honey, and this kind of shape is difficult to handle. And so black didn't do that, but actually black still has to do it. I think black has to do this. Maybe instead, Nobi is a possibility. You just say, I Nobi all the way. To me, this is a possibility. But this extension is not. Because once again, the shape is wrong. And also second, actually white is pretty proud about the tiger shape now because you are actually heading towards his very strong shape there. Okay. And in the game, white plays the Nobi. I don't get it. White should 100% honey on the shape. Okay. Okay, in the last game, I accelerated a little bit, so I didn't really get time to mention. If you remember, in the last game, the black player actually has played a few moves in which he cared about center territory. Oh, in that game, black cared about center territory. What black cared about was territory. And we kept talking about, in the middle game, territory is supposed to be our secondary choice. The most important thing is groups. Or we may translate to real life terms, you should first care about your health. Okay, so when black play like this, black basically create a weak group at the bottom. So yeah, you may say black also put, let's say, points over his health. And so as black this move, black now should take care of the bottom, not territory. Okay. Yeah, those moves are fine because the black red side group is not completely safe yet, so black is taking care of it. Okay, and yeah, this move is good. Black, this move is actually a problematic one. Once again, it's because of shape. So this is Kema, and then there's a two-space jump. This kind of combination. So how about in the future, black white play A? The connection will be very problematic. So here, the thing is, what black need is to take care of the bottom group, not every single stone. So if we play, it will be here. And there's still a problem here, but who cares about those two stones? If white capture the two stones and make our group strong, we are fine. So the shape should be here, and in case if white doesn't come to attack, next black will gonna have a perfect shape here.
Why J7 and not, for example, K6, which would connect everything and still be like
K6, you are saying this one, huh?
Yeah.
Is possible. Just as for to enter the center is slower. I don't think it's a big deal. You can play here. You can play. I don't think because it's just this kind of one line slower is not a big problem. If I say this move to me is not ideal and I prefer this one, I guess it's not even about faster or slower. It's because of the follow up there, the shape. Yeah, this one I can hardly see a follow up. How do I continue? But I don't think it's a big deal. I think the difference here between those two moves are tiny, but the difference between those moves and this move is much bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. So here you don't want to throw the K4 away. White comes.
Yeah, because K4 is territory, right? Those two stones there on the left side.
They're just points.
That's just the 4 points.
Yeah.
No, you can take it. I don't care. Yeah. I know that this one looks odd because of this shape. The thing is, those two stones here, they are pure our assistant in order to take care of those group. So that elephant eye is not a problem to us. Of course, you may say, you don't think this O-gamma shape is a problem? It's not, because we have those two stones as assistants. So basically, we are purely using them. Yeah, so we are purely using them to help our group. Yeah, but okay, as I said here, as long as the shape is, you can keep a strong shape. To me, this jump is fine. I don't think it's a big problem, but we cannot play this kind of shape. Yeah, because this A is very serious. Actually, I'm wondering, can I do it right away? Yeah. Okay. Okay, and this one, and attach. So white is trying to make black left side over concentrated, and that's pretty good technique. As you can see here, white has a design on the letters. Yeah, so here, if this one and then this is letter. So that's the meaning of the earlier that exchange. Yeah. So in the game, black plays this one, and white Nobi is probably, I mean, white can do better here. To me, white should cut here and double honey. So to completely seal, seal black in there. And then black, for example, connect here. Now you can make exchange like this, and now you completely seal him in, and then you can attack the bottom. Yeah, it can be like this. So this one is not perfect, but eventually, white gets something similar. And this capture is not appreciated. This one, I strongly recommend black still connect, because it will be the bottom group later that is an attack. We want to give everything to help the bottom. This one means white also have this setting. Yeah. Okay, and this one comes. And when this comes, okay, we have talked about the two stone is not that important. So to me, black should actually still let the two stone go. This time there's a problem. If white just capture and we are all connected, I think it's safe. The problem here is white get to push first, and then you have two cutting points. So the shape is not as strong, and especially. You may say the bottom is not that important here. The thing is, white will not gonna capture those two. He will use a cutting point, so white get the entire bottom territory. Yeah, so he can do like that. But still, to be realistic, black should have done this. Sacrifice the two stone. Make sure your group is strong. Yeah, black try to save everything, and now we come to us. Some problem. Okay, those two stone, white need to save it. And I saw many people play this kind of Kosumi shape. Normally, please remember here, you would rather push. So although this one and empty triangle is uncomfortable, well, I mean, white shape will be uncomfortable anyway. The difference is this cutting point. Yeah, so that is the reason. Normally here, we'd rather choose to do this one rather than I just play here, and so I give black a comfortable run, and he had no cutting point. Okay. And why black doesn't do, that actually exchange to me, right? Why black next doesn't do the Atari is beyond my understanding. To me, black should definitely do it. So there's still a cutting point, not as serious. Especially, black, you can see black just never did it. So it caused a consequence. But this game, black is a bit lucky. This game, black is a bit lucky here. this consequence, yeah, we'll see about that soon. This consequence is supposed to be, okay, your last 5 is captured, and it's pretty big. Luckily here in this game, white has the bottom right corner group that is not alive. And it happens to be the center honey at K9 is also pretty big. Otherwise, this can be a consequence black cannot afford to pay. Yeah. Yeah, so like this, you can see that corner is not alive. Yeah, so black, I guess black feel bad about it, so black, yeah, this way, so trying to kill it. And then it's inevitable it come to this call. And black happen to have the call threat, a big one, and it's a big move. So this game, black is a bit lucky. Yeah, normally, let's say, giving white that kind of cutting point can be easily be disastrous. Yeah, so local threat here, and white still have the local threat. Take, and actually, yeah, white black doesn't use this threat. This is very convenient. I would use this one, but yeah, this call threat is pretty good because yeah, okay, this one also to understand why white doesn't finish call like this.
Wait, but is the threat H9?
H9 is not a threat? Sorry, this one is not a threat? Oh, H9 is no longer a threat. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, I didn't pay attention here. Okay, so that's second. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, thanks, Mikko. So yeah, white black play here, but in any case, I don't think here white has more threat. So white has to finish this one. White finishes like this, you can see the bottom territory is big, and he also captured the 5 stones here. But it's on the expense of those 2 moves in a row. So you can see this game black is very lucky. He made a mistake, and then white punished him on that mistake. But then actually black actually didn't really lose, because actually, yeah, it happened to be the bottom right corner is cold, and black actually get enough compensation from the cold. Yeah, this game black is very lucky on missing that cutting point. Yeah. And here, objectively, I believe white is supposed not to be able to save himself. Yeah, just as you can see from this kind of right side shape. Objectively, white is supposed to be captured. And yeah, here, since the black is doing capture, probably black should be more cautious, so reduce the number of cutting point outside. And also this one, I think black probably shouldn't be too hurry, because on the red side, white cannot really make 2 eyes by himself anyway. So all what black need to do is just to make sure there's no extra eye shape. And also make sure white, for example, cannot get a connection with the bottom. That's all what is required. So this one is a little bit too hurry, and this causes some complication, because now you give the cut. Yeah. Yeah, so now black that corner is not alive. Yeah, but here, yeah, white want to, yeah, well, white probably need that move in order to actually win the race. Actually, I wasn't 100% sure if this one happens and this happens, who will gonna win. But yeah, it's true that doesn't look like white can win it, right? Yeah, black in the corner has a lot of liberties. And the black 100% shouldn't peep. Yeah, I get black feel bad about that peep later. Black just simply cut. How can white make twice there? So white can add the most to this one. Totally, right? Yeah, that's the best. White can do here. And in the game, because of the peep, white block, black still need to go back. It lives. Yeah. So yeah, this peep, I guess black probably saw the code variation and want to take away that code, but it actually makes something worse. However, the red side initially white has some has a 3 space extension, some point is gone, and black get this much territory here. So actually you can see in total also, let's say black also captured those 4 stones from the area which was kind of empty. So in total, black didn't lose anything. From if we take it as a whole, including the board battle, actually black didn't lose anything. Yeah, so black is very lucky in this game. Okay, and this one, I think it's, so basically here we are in endgame. This move is a similar mistake as many we have talked about. Center territory is smallest. Yeah, so we'd rather just play on the second line, or even, for example, this first line here. I guess here probably the biggest one should be Honey Connect. Okay. In the game, white play the card. I don't think this is even the right technique. Locally, it should be clamp, and then cut. So like this, I capture this stone in case if black resists. I don't think black will resist. So here, very likely it just come down to this. Yeah, so this one is not the right technique because when black Atari, you cannot run. So in the game, white did this way. So white also get basically that clamp in Goten. So there's one move difference. Okay. Yeah, so both sides play around center. Yeah, I guess first the center is small, and second here we are already in endgame. This normally is the right shape. Okay, probably here I need to spend a little bit more time. This normally is the right shape in the middle game. Or this is normally the shape. When we talk about shape, it's normally this. But normally when we talk about shape, we are talking about middle game shape. Please remember there are 2 exceptions. One exception, left and death. Left and death, what is the good shape? We talk about it. Kotsumi shape, jump shape, tiger shape, tanuki shape. Because those kind of shapes supply eye shapes. Then from that sense, for example, we say, I have an empty triangle, or even I have that kind of one move more than empty triangle, that is chair shape. For example, let me find one here. We can find one here. Mikko, can you find me a chair shape?
Like L5 and kinda.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, L5, thanks. Okay, that's good enough. So this is a chair shape. So this kind of chair shape or those kind of empty triangle shape, they are not bad shape, or they are not necessarily bad shape in left and death shape. Why? They contain some Kotsumi shape. So potentially it can actually make eyes. So they are not necessarily bad shape in left and death. I'm not saying not necessarily because that Kotsumi shape need to be meaningful. It need to be potentially you can actually get eyes. Okay, I'm gonna temporarily clear up. I still have to do that. We are at 160. Okay, so imagine here I give a chair shape, and if I say as white I have those 2 stones, this chair shape as for left and death is terrible because it doesn't really supply anything. Yeah, you need to supply something there. So potentially I can have the tiger shape, I can have the tanuki shape, that kind of chair shape. If left and death can be good. Yeah, so that's actually one exception because when we come to left and death shape, it's just about how to make eyes, and then the normal shape doesn't really, normal shape rule doesn't really apply to that anymore. And the second one is endgame. Endgame, what is the right shape? Whatever it brings you more points, that is the right shape. So you just need to actually find out the move that give you more points. So here, this kind of Nobi, I played or I do not play it. It doesn't really make a big difference as for the topside territory. If you say this Honey and Nobi, one in a normal middle game, we cannot skip this because this gives black a lot of influence and sealed white in. But here, influence, seal in, what does it mean on this board? It doesn't really mean anything, right? That is why in endgame here, yeah, the rule for shape is just whatever it works that give you more points. As long as it works, you don't need to care about the rest. So here, this is also head of 2 stones here, but you don't need to care about it. Yeah, so those are the 2 exceptions. One is left and death, the other one is endgame. In those, please remember the rule of shape is changed. It applies to special rules.
People often have trouble shifting into endgame mode.
Yeah. So this one, white is still playing white is still playing in the middle. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Finally, we come to endgame. Okay, and in this endgame, please remember why the correct one is this one. Yeah, this is this is, as long as black cannot Atari, then white should simply attach. And then it is like this. In the future, we know that the shape will be like this. So we know that A6, black has 0 point. When white answer here, black did this one. You can see A6, then this shape eventually A6 become 1 point. So white lost the 1 solid point. Yeah. So yeah, this is a shape worth to memorize. Normally, when all game happens and white has stones around here, and you need to read when I attach, the opponent cannot Atari me, then you directly attack. Okay. Well, I guess black has to answer this one. This one is too big. Actually, yeah, earlier I didn't mention that one. Yeah, I guess I should mention this one. Here, sorry. This one locally is correct, but globally, black should sacrifice half a point here. So black want to actually do this one. And in the future, the shape will be like this, but for now, black doesn't connect because this honey is too big. So in comparison to the best mode in the local area, black is going to sacrifice half a point at A6, but black can take center and take this F18, which is the biggest on the board. So this one locally is right, but yeah, it's not worth it to actually give up a Sunday and let white get this one. But still, here black needs to block. Okay. Yeah, so this game actually went peacefully, and if I remember correctly, there's no more story after that. Yeah, so this game, black is pretty lucky. Yeah, in this one. So black is supposed to be punished hard at the bottom, and black didn't. Black gotta get away with it. Black supposed to be able to kill the right side. Black failed, but black didn't really lose much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for reminding.
Yeah. So finally.
Yeah. So nothing really happened, and then black actually won by 10 in the end. Yeah, it's actually even a pretty big margin. But I have to say, this game, yeah, like I have said that several times. Black really shouldn't have missed this one. This one normally can easily cause a big consequence. This game, black is lucky simply because this corner is not alive. And actually, black happened to have some big threat. Yeah, let's say especially the big threat on the right side. And actually, his hunter here in the center as co-threat K9 is not a small move because that basically make white center shrinking. Initially, white is supposed to have some pretty good center territory, and black instantly take them away. So that actually minimizes black loss around this area. But normally here, this kind of punishment can actually finish black. Yeah, this game black is very lucky. And in a sense, we say then white is very unlucky because white punished black, and then white actually punished black and actually eventually punished himself. Yeah, so white is very I would just say white is very unlucky in this game. Okay, but yeah, now let's go to the last game today, and yeah, I guess Mikko can type the information again.
Yeah.
Black player.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Now let's see this game.
Wait, 6Q? I put the wrong one. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. You can continue.
Okay. Okay.
Because the Engelbert's.
Yeah. Opening, nothing special. Yeah, that one is fine. This one is fine. Yeah, let's say everything's fine. And the black played pretty solid. Yeah. Yeah, so black is solid everywhere. Yeah, normally, yeah, let's say I would feel very comfortable as this black. Black solid everywhere, nothing to worry about. But this one is probably too solid. Yeah, this one I don't recommend black actually extend here. Yeah, this kind of jump into the corner normally is considered as a secondary big, but I don't think it's a big deal though. Here, okay, this one and here. Okay, this one is important. Why the knob here actually helps a little bit for the center, but it also opens the door a little bit for that stone. And black supposed to actually use that stone properly. So normally in this kind of shape, if you want to play on the top side, to me, black should actually shoulder this one. On this one, you can see this is basically black is always eyeing on. I'm threatening to running that stone out. Yeah, so that is something black supposed to threat for. So black, white, they're not just do like this because this will gonna gradually drag that stone out. So this is basically the line, and also this can press white down to the third line. So this one, it make it harder because white can answer here. First, white is on the fourth line is comfortable, and second, that stone, at least now it's harder to actually get it out. Yeah. Okay.
You
And
picked one cube. Okay, interesting.
okay. Yeah. Okay, and here you can see now black realized he should use that one. Okay, to me it's possible, but here probably in this case you should worry a little bit about the what if white counter because you make that exchange. In the game, white played here, so yeah, so the white still let black benefit a little bit, not too much. Okay, but next is yeah, we come to the important thing. In the past two games, I guess you notice, yeah, and this is actually the topic of this lecture. You can see that okay, in both past games, the players care a lot about territory. This one's same. You can see black next move, black goes down. The language is very clear. You can't get the top side territory. And for that, what black pays? His two stone, he is extremely weak now, right? So this is another typical example in which, for money, I pay my house. And black could have take care of his health. Well, actually, the center he becomes strong, so potentially that is some influence, and he just for now, yeah, let white have the top side territory, which is not even anything too big. So here, yeah, I hope you'll notice this is actually here because we talk about three games. Siku is actually the players that it has repeatedly happening. But then basically we are talking about 5 players. I'm just saying you can see this is actually a repeated phenomenon that people cares and cares too much about territory. And for that, you actually neglect your health. And this is normally not anything encouraged. Once again, in the middle game, group are our first consideration. That's the rule here. And please try to follow that. Okay. Yeah, so you can see here, white red hand group, even if you separate it, is not weak at all. So what black did is just a pure territory. And actually, it's not even big territory because we know that white, in any case, we're going to keep a little bit of that territory. So what black take away as for territory is pretty limited there. And black has a big group there, very big. Yeah, so it's definitely not worth it. Yeah, and also like this, after white, this is just a natural nobby to separate black. Black left side group is not alive either. This is like, yeah, we can just simply ask this kind of question. Do you want to have a life in which you need to work 24/7? This is basically the kind of life. You work 24/7, no holiday, no break. You just work. This will be black life in the rest of the game.
You get a lot of money, but you don't have any time to spend it.
Well, if a lot of money, I can take it. The thing is, topside is very limited amount of money.
True.
Yeah, a lot of money I will take it. You say you make me work 24/7, and then I earn a lot, like those kind of movie, like James Bond movie. I take a mission, and then you're gonna pay me heavy. Okay, I take the risk mission. After that, I can actually take a year holiday. Sure, possible. But the thing is, you just pay me 1 day salary, and then you ask me in the following 3 months to work 24/7. Hell no. Yeah. Okay. And the black still need to take care of himself. Yeah. Okay, and on this one, this is probably a special case here. In the game, what, double honey? Yeah, okay, normally we say we're supposed to follow the shape rule, and double honey normally supposed not to be used in attacking. This one happens to be kind of right. This double honey is the wrong shape, but in this case it's right. Why? Because black dare not do this Atari. Actually, to be honest, black. If I were black, I will probably consider this because those stones, in comparison to the Panuki, I probably prefer the Panuki. So okay, from this, then this double honey is still wrong, huh? Yeah, but yeah. So in the game, black care about that cutting point. He doesn't want to lose the top side. You can see why I'm saying in this case, yeah. If this one will definitely gonna happen, then this double honey is right. Because here, through the attacking, white get the center influence to work with the right side. Yeah, so yeah, if this is the case here, double honey can be found. Okay. And next move, black jump. Okay, when black jump, at this moment, basically black pay a price. I thought, okay, we pay, at least now we get a breeze, right? So basically, it's finally silent. It's not completely connected like that, but it's very difficult for white to separate it. Because in the future, if white wants to separate, white has to do this one. First, does black have the ladder? Like this, black does, right?
Yeah.
Like this, black does. In case black doesn't have the ladder, it comes to this one, and a cut, and then this is a cut in which it will gonna hurt white those two. So technically, this one can still have some problem, but in general, then at least the black gets some silence. But this kind of jump, isn't there a very obvious cut? And we know that black top side group is not alive, the left side group is not alive. So this kind of jump make black very busy. Or at least here, black cannot really sleep. Black also always need to think about what the hell is that cutting point. So this one can be a big mistake. You can see this kind of one line difference, small difference, can cause some essential difference in the end. Yeah. So this is something, let's say, in Go we should actually care about. Let's say those kind of detail we want to decide how busy we will be in the future. We do not want to be busy. We don't really want to have work. I guess many people actually have said, Jeff, you do not like work. I definitely do not like work in Go. Why? We take extra work. We want to be silent. We want to actually have some time to actually calm down, and then we can do some real job there, and we earn some money, right? Yeah, when you are busy, you cannot think about anything, but you just keep concentrating on doing that kind of stuff. Okay.
What can also cut with F11 now?
Well, this one is controversial, right? Because this one means honey cut. You really insist on cutting. Okay. I guess he's talking about this one instead, huh? True. Okay. Yeah. Let's say this is something I missed. Yeah, he's talking about that one instead. But still, this kind of cutting point means basically this letter, because like this kind of cutting off, black left side group is safe. Yeah, this kind of, so this one still more or less has something to do with this letter. I would still say this one is a better connection than this. This is definitely not connected. Yeah. Yeah, okay. But still, let's say after white get this kind of center influence, you can see this fight basically start with black insist on the top side, you can't get that a little bit territory, right? And the consequence is he has a weak group still not yet connected. Give white this kind of center influence. Now white get this jump working with the right side. You can see this way clearly white is the one who get more. Okay, just to remember the moment when you say, hey, I get a territory, don't be too excited. You owe the money, and on the go board, you owe the money, likely you're gonna pay it back. And when you pay it back, there can easily be interest. Again, that's the right wording, right? Interest. So you pay more. Yeah. So please think twice before you say, there's money, I take money. Do you really want to take it? Do you really want to be in debt?
These are
And
like
those
rapid like loans or whatever you call them, like that you get money now and it has huge interest that you have to pay back.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, please remember. Yeah, many people say, hey, Go is basically a game about points, and then I get points first, I get money first, I'm happy. Not necessarily. Yeah, please remember, Go is a game. You need to grasp the balance between money and health. Between money and health, just like, yeah, let's say in real life, you work. You can't just say, I work 24/7, I take 3 jobs at the same time, I will be rich. You're gonna lose your health. And then you cannot keep working anymore. You need to get a balance between work hard and earn money and your health. So that is the reasoning. We don't easily say, there's money, let's go for it. Get the balance. Okay. Yeah, okay, sorry. And I don't think Black has the time to walk your dog in the park like this. Sorry about my description, but this one is like walk your dog in the park. Black would do something against the red side. Yeah. Yeah, something like this, maybe. Something like this, or maybe shoulder hit, just like AI, but do something there. We do the most important thing there. This one, in comparison, is too small. I guess Black might say, I'm threatening to actually run out of this one single stone here, so to threat white top side. But we all know how far away that dream is. Why the top side group is not weak. Yeah. Yeah, so white make those exchange in order to make him stronger on Kema. So white actually even take care of that. So probably white doesn't have to take care of that. But even this exchange, we can see still white gains.
White said, here he got confused again what to do.
You are doing the right thing while you are confused. You know what it is actually, but you are doing it. You are doing it right. Am I right? Sigo is right. Yeah, Sigo is right. You are doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, white doesn't have to answer, but is answer bad? Not really, because you get yourself strong while you get points. That's definitely not small. We can argue is that the biggest, but you know it's a very difficult topic to talk about what is biggest in this kind of board. And what you did is definitely big.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it right. Actually, here what white did is in general appreciate it. Okay, so this move, you can see black is still talking about territory. Yeah, to black here, starting from here, the topic is territory. Here, the topic is territory. Here, the topic is territory. Yeah, actually, many people actually has asked me this kind of question. I believe in this game, I didn't play bad because my every single move, I'm working very hard to get territory, to actually take away the opponent territory. In the end, I didn't die anything either. Why? I don't have enough territory. You can see why. You keep doing territory, you miss the topic. In the middle game, territory is not the topic. Here, not only that cutting point is something black should concern about, red side white has such a big moil, it means black has a weak group, or black can resign. Because if we say the entire red side is bad territory, then black clearly doesn't have enough. So black has a weak group on the right side. You should already take care of it now by playing the first move and then making that group strong, at least. So the topic is not territory. Okay? And why the next move also surprised me, because white is saying his 3 space extension on the left is weak. So probably here, I guess this is probably what Siku means, that he's confused. Your left side group is not weak. Yeah, normally here, in this kind of corner, these three versus those three. Versus those three. Black get territory. And if white is weak, how can anyone call that Joseki? So I get territory, you get something weak, and we are 50-50. Not logical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so white is strong there. Think about it. White has some space on the left side. White can easily bend some space towards the center. White has some forcing more around here. How can white be weak? You don't need to do anything there. So to me, white can well just peep here and just keep making the moyo. Yeah.
I was thinking if you cut that it would be weak.
Okay. So basically, when you do like this, you are saying, what? Okay. When you are playing this move, you are basically you are aiming at the cut. I would say that is a lot more understandable. But here the problem is, for example, now black say, okay, you want to cut, so I take care of it. Okay, this exchange a good exchange to you because you are not weak. Black is weak there. Black is weak there, and then basically you both get strong. Now, to me, that's a loss. No, that's not a gain. Yeah, it could get weak if you cut now. But the thing here is that if you do not cut now, the fighting should happen on the right side first, and then the circumstance will change. You do not know later when you cut if that area will be weak. We don't know. Nobody knows. But consider that you are the one who has the moyo. You can control the direction of the fight on the right side. You just need to push it towards the direction that prefer you. So likely we say if you can control it well, when you cut, you do not need to worry about it. You will be weak because you control the situation. You wouldn't make it as later when I cut, I'm weak. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so white really doesn't need to do this. Okay, but I played here. Yeah. Normally I call black this kind of move surrender. Yeah, because black play a move right in the middle, and black is saying you want to have a part of your moyo as territory. Go ahead, you can have it. And I still keep my weak group. Okay, let's think about it this. Yeah, when you reduce it here, we say if we say the right moyo is okay. I use that one. Yeah, I will use a different number. I will say 100 because 100%. So I say 100. Like this, I think because white still have a part of the center, white still keep the entire right side. Black cannot really invade the right side because then you are going to have a second weak group in the center. So basically, white will going to have that much. What black has taken away is the N8 area, so that kind of center area only. So in other words, if we say this moyo is 100, white keeps 70. But please note, black didn't take 30 because you have a weak group. You owe something there. So that's why I'm saying this move, when black play here, in general, black has already admitted this moyo is your territory. In general, maybe not 100%, but actually the far majority, you admit that. Normally, if you want to invade a moyo and you need to make the opponent worry, you make the opponent feel he's under threatening. You go to its core area, make the opponent feel like I lose that, it hurts, like this. Or at least like this, and you say, you want to circle 70%, show me how. Yeah, he can hardly seal it like this, right? And if he seal it like this, maybe he can seal quite something. It's still not as much as earlier, but he pay a price. He make you strong. Then he doesn't have the remaining 30 anymore. He only have the 70. The remaining 30 has nothing. So when we actually enter the opponent moyo, we need to make sure it hurts the opponent. Unless you say, I count it like this, I win. Well, then you can do anything. But otherwise, you need to make sure it hurts.
Yeah, sharpen your knives.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Yeah. Okay. And in the game, what I played here, that surprised me. This one is endgame. So you really want black to get a connection like this. So you fix his group, you'll get an endgame. This is definitely a loss. Yeah, so this is definitely not the timing white play end game. I think here Sigu worries too much about your group, even after that all game. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is definitely weird. And to me, yeah, if this exchange happens, at least this exchange is a big loss. Yeah. And very surprisingly here, Black answered. I don't understand why Black answered. And then it triggers the push and cut.
So yeah, that Kosumi was for this cut. He was still worried about the defenders.
Yeah, but that one is not said. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mysterious why Black answered.
Yeah.
Okay. And here I also hear why Siku didn't do this Atari, because this is the best timing to do that. I also don't get it. To me, this is the best timing. Yeah, we will see later. Yeah, why we say the timing is missed. Yeah. So after this one, after the capture here, in the and now Black run, you play this Atari. I don't think any Black player will answer. Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely a missed timing. Yeah. That basically means at this moment, there, Black will gonna have half up.
Yeah.
Well, that's a detail. It's not a big deal because as you can see here, how can White lose a game like this? Yeah, now actually it shows earlier that that N8 is terrible there because there's a 3 space jump in the center and give White this kind of perfect separation. Yeah, so actually at this point, there's already not much Black can do. So yeah, also this kind of exchange and then Black Kosumi, you can see that here. This is my best guess. Black is also under time pressure. So when it comes to this, this game, I guess, you can see it's extremely one-sided. And actually, White actually try to play hard. Why? I'm just gonna finish this.
Yeah,
I got the entire Moyo in this kind of beautiful shape. Yeah.
I got the airport, but I still have to kill my opponent.
Yeah, so here, to me, this one is absolutely unnecessary. This one can actually cause some complication. For example, as Black, I'm gonna fight. And then, can you kill me? Yeah, so very unnecessary. But yes, in general, you can see this game, let's say, is kind of like starting from this point is a downhill. Yeah, to Black. This is already very difficult to Black at this point. But if Black at least do this one or this one, Black can still put a fight. And then this game can still go on. We do not know what may happen next. But since Black put a random stone here in the center, this kind of move will not gonna give Black anything good. Almost regardless of what happens next. Okay.
I'm bad at switching to the mindset of ending the game. Somebody already.
I mean, I'm pretty sure here you know that this one you'll win the game. Yeah, anyone knows here White win the game like this because White basically, I don't even know. At this moment, I have a skeleton about a dream of having the entire Moyo. Right? I have the dream here. And this moment, how can that dream absolutely come true?
But when you're attacking this kind of group, you are like blinded by the opponent's blood in your eyes, so you don't see that you can do some normal stuff. You're just going forward.
Okay, here I noticed there a question, but what if Black lives inside? So Black invade and live. This White is really big, right? And we know that if White, let's imagine White entire right side is territory. White wins by 30? I'm not sure if 30 is too conservative. My feeling is White lead by 30. White way we're gonna win by 30. Which actually means, for example, now Black invade like this. White doesn't even have to kill it. I'm gonna try to kill it in a cautious way as in case if a mistake is made and then you leave on the right side, I can still keep the 80%. I still win. Yeah, so I'm not gonna take risk. The risk will come to Black invade here. I can't afford to lose the 20% of my Moyo. Then I lose the game. I must kill all. You may say there is a risk. That kind of what if stand, and then we need to seriously talk about this kind of left and right situation. I don't think black can live here, but at least then we need to discuss. But as you can see, because of this situation, we don't even need to discuss about that. Okay. All right, and black still play cautiously. Black really cannot play cautiously, but black still did. And finally, white decided to close the door in a pretty greedy way, very unnecessary, because this one actually give a hope here.
Yeah.
So the risk here is when you push this kind of corner, even if black Tanuki, you cannot kill it in a clean way completely. So if I were black, I would definitely fight. Maybe here I will fight like this. So this one cut. So if you cannot kill my corner, then black actually put white in trouble. Even if you kill the corner, its corner bigger than this center, it's still a question. Yeah, so actually, yeah, that is what I'm saying. This one is really unnecessary. Yeah, so white got the COD finish the game. Yeah, so this is another thing we should actually remind here. We come back to the early game. Yeah, always peep first, then make the extension. There's a reasoning. Because later when you say, I can still get the peep later. Are you sure?
Yeah.
So I peep that very early for reasoning. But yeah, in the game, still black played in general cautiously. So yeah, so eventually it come to this. I guess about this game, I'm gonna finish around here. Yeah, so this game is probably let's say in comparison to the other games, this game is a very one-sided one. But I want to emphasize why it is one-sided. I want to come back to this moment. That's why. Okay, I will take away the other two marks, the other marks. So here we can show our viewers our emphasis. I care about territory all the time. Eventually, I don't have enough territory. Why? Because you lost the balance between work hard to earn money and health. And that is why we keep emphasizing in the middle game, please emphasize more about your health. Please emphasize more about groups. And I hope, yeah, this is actually a typical example. As you can see that in all the three games, there's such a phenomenon. It's just that this one is probably the most obvious one. Yeah. So for today, in this review lecture, we talk about the three games. I kept emphasizing about kind of different kind of laws or different rules here, and this is probably one topic actually throughout all the three games, because let's say different people all have made this kind of same mistake, and I hope you're gonna pay attention in your games. Please remember, in the middle game, groups are our first consideration, and that's the direction you need to actually shift your balance. And of course, another thing I probably should emphasize, shape is above intention. Shape. Yeah, when you follow them, you are gonna potentially benefit, and don't either say, this has to be an exception. Rather, I just follow it no matter what. If exception punish me, I take it. That's my recommendation. All right, okay. I guess that's basically everything about all the three games. Okay, I'm sorry. I tried to actually do a little bit fast, and so actually, thanks for the reminder. Actually, I missed some details, and I thank for Mikko and also Prodi, and so someone of you who has reminded me about some details I missed. Thanks about that. Yeah, but okay. So please pay attention on those rules there, and then I hope you're gonna enjoy the following time. You have in Nordic Code Dojo, and enjoy your games, and hopefully I will see your better games next time.
Yeah. Check out also the Nordic Code Dojo's website if you are not in Nordic Code Dojo. So nordicdojo.eu, I guess. Yeah, so that's our site there, and in case if you are not in, please check it out, and you are very welcome to join, and you can actually register and join anytime as you want. Yeah. Okay, and
I think we will gonna have another lecture next Saturday. I don't know who will gonna hold the lecture yet, but it should be next Saturday, still at this time. So it is 1 p.m. Helsinki, so it is noon Central European time. Oh, okay. Next Saturday. So we haven't changed time yet. So it is still, So it's still let's say the winter time. Yeah. So I would encourage all of you to actually join our lecture and enjoy that. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I guess then we finish here today. And thanks, Mikko.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's finish here today and see you. And we will talk more later. Bye.
Yep. Bye.